Hey guys, today I'm making a video that's kind of, for lack of a better term, already run out of ideas-y sort of video. But just keep in mind I haven't run out of ideas yet. And I kind of just thought of this video randomly, and nobody's done it. And it seems like a pretty cool idea. Today, I am going to be ranking all the different ways to play Kingdom Hearts 1, from worst to best. Now, keep in mind, when I say all the different ways, I mean the different consoles, and this wouldn't really be an argument, for one console, though, wait, let me say that again. This wouldn't really be a crazy argument if it wasn't for one console that is just terrible. You'll probably know what that is when I get to number 7, but there are a total of 7 ways to play, 7 different consoles to play on. And yeah, let's just get in the video. So I forgot one of the ways to play it, so now it's 8 ways to play it. So number 8, let's get straight into number 8. Number 8 is kind of one of the reasons I made this video. It's Nintendo Switch. So you must think, when you think of Kingdom Hearts on Switch, you think portability. That's the Switch's whole thing. It's either a console or a portable handheld. And that would be awesome. And Square Enix can totally do that if they wanted to, but for some reason they decided to make Kingdom Hearts 1 a cloud version. And if you don't know what a cloud version is, it's a game that can't run natively, and you can't see that I'm doing finger quotes, but I'm doing finger quotes because Kingdom Hearts 1 can definitely run natively on the Switch. It's a PS2 game. The Switch has better hardware than the PS2, but they decided to make it a cloud version. Cloud version needs Wi-Fi. It needs a lot of Wi-Fi, and there can't be too many people using the Wi-Fi to play the game at smooth speeds. Even if you have like a really good Wi-Fi and there aren't too many people using it, it can still dip in frame rate, and the frame time is kind of terrible, and it kicks you out if you don't have good enough Wi-Fi. And if it kicks you out when you're like an hour in without saving and you're nowhere near a save point, that looks like that's pretty unlucky for you. You'll lose all your progress. Oh, keep in mind, if there ever like a power outage at your house, that's just instantly kicks you out of the game. It's terrible. It's honestly, I think it's even more stupid that the fact that Kingdom Hearts 1 can run on Switch natively, but they just don't want to put in the effort to allow it to run natively on Switch. Sure, it might take a little bit of effort optimizing it for Switch, but like, Square Enix is so lazy with this that they decide that they're gonna put it on cloud version because, Kingdom Hearts 3 may or may not, may have to be cloud version. So, if one of these Kingdom Hearts games is a cloud version, why should all of them be native? That didn't make any sense. Pretty much, Square Enix had to make KH3 cloud version, so they decided to make everything else cloud version. And that's pretty stupid. I think the best route here would have either been making the 1.5 and 2.5 collection native, then maybe like 2.8 and KH3 cloud version, or, if that wouldn't have worked out, just release all the games individually. Maybe have some of them cloud version. There were obvious fixes to this, but they decided to make Kingdom Hearts 1 cloud version, and yeah, if you have any other way of getting the game, then do that instead. It's pretty bad on the Switch. Although, not to say that it's unplayable. I wouldn't call my Wi-Fi, I wouldn't call it, like, fantastic Wi-Fi, and there are quite a few people using my Wi-Fi while I play the game, and it's still playable, keep in mind. Kingdom Hearts 3, that's where it's really bad, but Kingdom Hearts 1, on cloud version, it's playable. But it's so much worse than any other option out there. So, if you only have a Switch and you really want these games, go for it. But if you have other ways of getting the games, do that instead. Even number 7 would be a better way of playing this game. And number 7 is on the PS2. It's original hardware. So if you live in Japan, then you can get Final Mix on PS2, which, has a lot of different stuff. I can't think of too many notable changes at the top of my head, but I do know that they added the secret boss, Xemnas, but you didn't know who it was when you played KH1 Final Mix originally. So, yeah, the PS2, if you live in the US or Canada, like me, then you can't play the Final Mix version. But honestly, Kingdom Hearts 1 on PS2 is still pretty good. I mean, sure, the graphics might not be as good as if you were to play it on another console. And sure, at Oogie's Manor, there is a red trinity that you're able to miss in the original version. I remember somebody saying that, and I know it's true, but I don't really know where the red trinity is. But, yeah, it's still better than a cloud version. No matter how bad the graphics are, if it runs, if it's able to run, it's better than the cloud version. That's really, that's really all I'm saying. PS2, it's probably not the best option, and it might be better to go for some other options. But, if you had to go if you had a PS2 and a Switch next to you, then go with the PS2. It's just better. For number 6, it's actually the first HD collection of Kingdom Hearts. It's the 1.5 collection on PS3. So in this generation of consoles, Kingdom Hearts only came out on PS3. It didn't come out on Xbox 360 or the Wii. It kind of only just came out on PS3. And sure, PS3 is kind of getting old now, but it's still a great way to play the game. You get it in HD on the PS2, and HD is pretty awesome, actually. Hot take, HD's not that bad. But yeah, you get an HD. You also get the Final Mix version in English, so that's a pretty big win. Besides that, I don't have much to say about this collection. I guess the collection does come with Rechain of Memories and the 358 over 2 days movie, so that's a pretty big. That's a pretty good thing. So yeah, you can play Kingdom Hearts 1 in HD. If you get bored, you can do one of those other things too. It's a win-win-win. It's even a win for me because you're watching this video. Alright, on to number 5. Okay, before I get to number 5, here's a little fun fact about playing on the different consoles. Do you know? In the save menu, it's different colors based on the console you're playing on. I just noticed this when I played on Switch, PS3, and Xbox One. Xbox One, it's green, the save menu. On Switch, the save menu's red. On PlayStation, the save menu's blue. Not sure about PC, but that's a pretty cool addition in my book. And anyway, number 5's Xbox One. Xbox One isn't a bad way of playing it. It's definitely, one of the best ways of playing it. And I'll just tell you here, from now on in the list, the consoles are pretty much the same. But it was between Xbox One and PS4 for 5 and 4. And I just decided Xbox One to go below PS4 because, Kingdom Hearts has always been a PlayStation franchise. And sure, Xbox One is a completely acceptable way of playing it. And it's the exact same way of playing it as PS4. But, Kingdom Hearts has always been a PlayStation franchise. So PS4, it's better. Xbox One. Speaking of PS4, number 4 is PS4. Yeah, it's a great way of playing it. Also, on the Xbox One and PS4, you get the 1.5 and 2.5 collection, which has Kingdom Hearts 2, Birth by Sleep and the Recoded movie, as well as the 3 games I mentioned were on the PS3. So that's a great thing. And yeah, pretty much it's the exact same as Xbox One, but you know, this time you're on PlayStation, and that's a pretty big win in my book. On to number 3. Okay, so for number 3, top 3 now, it's going to be the Xbox Series S/X. And I just actually realized something. PlayStation is better than Xbox with these Kingdom Hearts games, because PlayStation sells a disc, a physical copy of these games. So, you know, you don't have to buy it digitally on a PlayStation. You could buy it as a disc, and that's generally a lot cheaper than buying the digital copy, because, you know, Kingdom Hearts games, they're not too hard to come by, actually. So they're, you know, it's going to be a lot cheaper. So yeah, on number 3 is Xbox Series S/X. It is the current gen consoles. Still feels weird saying that. These are the current gen consoles for Xbox. And you know, Kingdom Hearts is on these consoles, but it's not much of a difference from Xbox One, besides that you have better graphical capabilities. And it would have been a tough battle if the Kingdom Hearts games were still on Game Pass, but they got rid of those. They got those off of Game Pass quite a bit ago. So yeah, if you have Game Pass, you used to be able to get the Kingdom Hearts games, but not anymore. So that's awesome. So yeah, next gen, or I guess current gen consoles, I should call them, Xbox Series S/X. It's a pretty great way of playing the game. On to number 2. Okay, number 2 is PS5. PS5, as I said, Kingdom Hearts has always been a PlayStation franchise. You can buy the physical disc of this, although I'm not sure if the disc will work with PS5. I'm pretty sure it will, so go test it at home, because I don't have a PS5 or a PS4, so I have no way of checking. Go do it at home. But yeah, you could buy a disc maybe, and it's always been a PlayStation franchise, and I'm pretty sure PS5 is just kind of the more developer-friendly system. So if, you know, if Square Enix decides to release KH4 tomorrow, then it'll be a lot easier to develop it for PS5, I feel like, because, you know, more developers have developed on there. And yeah, Kingdom Hearts has always been a PlayStation franchise. Discs, blah blah blah. I'm repeating myself a lot here. And yeah, I actually have a lot to say about number 1, so let's just move on to number 1. So, number 1 is weird. Number 1 is a better way to play it than PS5, but really only if you put the money into it. I'm talking about number 1 being PC. PC is weird because you could either have a graphics card worse than PS5 or better, so you can play the game with however much graphics you want, or however bad you want the graphics to be, and it's not going to be very hard to run KH1. I'll just say that. You're not going to have to spend too much money on a computer, but the thing is, computers are great. I think they trump all the consoles because you can decide what you want in your computer. You know, you could either have like 10 terabytes of storage or like 128 gigabytes. You could either have a graphics card that's going to destroy Kingdom Hearts, or you could have a graphics card that'll get it by at 30 FPS. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the computer to make it either better or worse than a PS5. And I think that aspect of just like being able to customize how you want your game, having the experience be different for everybody, I think that's really cool, and I think that makes it a better way to play. And if you don't like playing Kingdom Hearts with your mouse and keyboard, which, you know, I don't have it on PC, but I probably wouldn't want to, you can always connect a controller, and you can decide what controller you want to connect. You connect a PS5 controller, Xbox Series X controller. Heck, you can connect a PS1 controller. I've done it. Not for Kingdom Hearts, but I've done it for other games on PC. It's great. So I think that trumps PS5 in the current gen consoles. And yeah. Alright guys, so thanks for sticking around in this video that I'd assume has been very hard to watch and stick through with. I don't know if that makes any sense, the phrase I just said. But if you enjoyed it, make sure to tell all your friends that you'd enjoyed it, but don't tell the title of the video or who made it. Just tell them that you liked this one video by this one YouTuber and say nothing else. And also tell them to check it out because they'll know what it means. And anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed, watch some of my other 7 videos, and I'm sure you'll find either less or like a lot less enjoyment in the other ones, or probably more. This video wasn't my best thing, but I hope that you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I post another video, hopefully soon. And yeah, bye.